Hello, Snowline people. We're going to take a look at how we assign bursaries to events. I've got a CADS Level 1 course coming up, and I want to give persons from my club a bursary for that event. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the bursary. Always the first thing. So Tools, Club Admin, and then in Financial Tools, right? So under Financial Tools, Bursary Definition. So here's a list of the bursaries that I've got outstanding already, and I'm going to create a new one, and it's going to be a $50 CADS bursary. Just some nice description so we know what it is. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say this is for an event. You must do this. Okay, the second thing I'm going to do is change the dollar amount to actually be $50, and I'm going to put a control on here at $50 as well. I want to make sure that I give this bursary to someone, it's not accidentally going to be used elsewhere, and I've got this, I see that's percent, supposed to be dollars. Okay, so that is a $50 bursary capped to 50, and it's going to expires at the end of the season. Now I'm going to assign this to my event. So it was a CADS Level 1 in February. There it is, right? So I started typing CADS, and it found CADS Level 1. Alternatively, 187,318. Alternatively, I could have put in the number. I could have put in 187,318, and it found it. Okay, so you can either go by the name or the number, and you can find your event. So there we go. So that's it now. This event is linked to this bursary. Now I've got some options here. If I only wanted to give this to Billy Bob for taking this and not to anybody else, then I would not assign it to everyone. But in this case, I want to give it to everyone in my club who registers for that. I want to give them this $50 bursary. So I'm going to say everyone. But if somebody registers from Sun Peaks, for example, and I don't want maybe an external person to get it, then I would leave this blank. On the other hand, if I want everybody from anywhere who signs up to my event to get a $50 bursary, I would check that box. So for now, I'm not going to check it. Okay, let's take a look at the effect of what we've just done now. So looking in my bursary list again, if I go back, there's my bursary list. Here's the new bursary that I set up, $50 CADS, and that's it. Now let's take a look at my event. So I'm doing this just for illustration purposes. So let's go to training, event list, and I know it's at the bottom. There's my 187,318. So, and this is what we used to do, right? We would go here, we'd go to our pricing, and once we picked that it was a CADS level and it had a price, then we were able to put in the bursary. This still looks the same. And to be honest, you can still go here and do this now. Once you've set your bursary up, you can go into any event and you can assign that bursary to the event, and it will automatically get added to the list of events that are eligible for that bursary. Okay, and then here again, same checkbox, applies to participants from other clubs. I don't want that. All right, let's just take a quick look and see what happens if we drop somebody onto that event. I'm going to put Jet on my course. Bridges. There's Jet, right? So I popped him on there now, and this is me registering him instead of him registering for himself, but the result is the same. So it's $50 cost, $50 bursary, net zero, and that's done. So Jet's on there and he's paid. Right, so there's Jet. Okay, let's change things up a little bit now. This is like scenario 2, and I'm going to go back to my bursary, and I just want to give it to one person. Of course, this isn't maybe something you would do. You would probably set it up this way initially. I'm going to look at my bursary, and I need to have it for this event, but I don't want everybody to get it. I only want Lorelei to get it. Lorelei Buck. So I undo this, and this is essentially taking that bursary number off of the event now. So not everybody gets it. So now I need to make sure that I give it to Lorelei. So I want to get into her account. Well, there's different ways to do it. You can do it from her account, or you can just assign it from here, which is what I'm going to do. Club admin, member accounts, and I want to give it to Lorelei. I think it was Buck. Yep, there she is. So I'm going to give her the bursary. Okay, and I'm going to give her my CADS bursary. I think that's it. Okay, so there she's got her $50 CADS bursary. So if I assign her now to that, or if she goes ahead and registers for that event, then she's going to get the $50 bursary. And I think that's about all there is to say about bursaries. The difference is that now bursaries are associated with individual events and they're not general as they were in the past. If you have any questions, please contact myself or Amy, and we will be happy to help you out. Thanks.